A very warm welcome to all the delegates. Welcome to the closing ceremony of APLeMUN 2021. This MUN has, I'm sure, taught us a lot. It has definitely taught me a lot, and I hope everyone had something to take away as a learning experience from all of this. And I'm very honored to present to you all of the awards, which I'm sure we're all eagerly waiting for. So I will hand the floor over to the chairs of UNSC.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. So I'm Manas. I was a guest chair in this year's UNSC. So overall, the committee was a good experience. Both the EB and the delegates learned a lot, and the delegates know where to improve on for the next WN. And it was a lot of fun chairing this committee, and I'd like to thank the Secretary General R.V. Pranav for the opportunity he gave me. And my co-EB member Rohan Subramani might join us. I don't think he's here, but I will start off with the verbal mentions first with no, one second. The verbal mentions don't have a particular order. So the verbal mentions for this committee go to the delegate of Niger, the delegate of Iran, and the representative of the PLO. Thank you. I will now pass it on to Dhruv, my co-EB member.
Hello, delegates. I will be announcing the the special mention for the UNSC committee. So the spec 3, which is a special mention 3, it goes to Saudi Arabia. The second special mention goes to USA, and the main special mention goes to UK. And I will be passing it on to Manas again to announce the High Com.
Okay, so Rohan isn't here, so I'll have to announce the high commendations for this committee. So we will be having 2 high commendations for this committee with no Best Delegate Award. High commendation 2 goes to the delegate of PRC, that is the People's Republic of China. And high commendation 1 goes to the delegate of Israel. There was a very close gap between the 2 and we couldn't really split it. So that was the reason why we didn't have a Best Delegate Award and why we had 2 high commendations. I'm also proud to say that both of them are from my school, so it was nice chatting them and giving them both the high commendations. Thank you.
So I'm going to be announcing the
Sorry, one sec. Sorry, Geeta. Apologies. Let's just do a small introduction for UNHRC. And I think this is the best way to introduce us because committee was indeed very chaotic, just the EB was, but it was a good time. In case you don't know, I'm the guest chairperson of the UNHRC Sarat. I am streaming from Malaysia, but I'm happy to be back chairing APLeMUN like I was last year. It's really good. UNHRC is really good today. I can't lie to you. I mean, we had over 50 delegates registering for us, and I mean, I think it went really well. In some ways, in other ways, it was a bit chaotic, and I think the delegates the delegates know how that went. But I mean, with 50 delegates in an online conference, I think this has to be some kind of record, at least a personal record for me, because I don't think I've ever had this many delegates in one committee. But I just like to thank the delegate of Secretary General and delegate of Deputy Secretary General for letting me come and guest chair with this and letting us do what we wanted to do with HRC. I'd like to thank the IT team for somehow managing the delegates in HRC, because I mean we were all just cavemen when it came to the chit system. Yeah, with that, without further ado, we will be moving into the awards for this UNHRC APLeMUN 2021. And Geeta, you can now announce the verbal mentions. I apologize.
No, it's okay. So I'm going to start with the verbal mentions in no particular order. Bulgaria, the delegate of Thailand, the delegate of Nepal, and the delegate of Portugal get the verbal mentions. I pass it on to Vice Chairperson Hardik to announce special mentions.
Thank you, Geeta. The special mentions in no particular order are the delegate of Russia, the delegate of India, and the delegate of Brunei. Good job, guys. You deserve it.
Okay, delegates, I will be now announcing the high commendations. I think it's important for committee to know that we decided that there was no best delegate as well. And this is for some very specific reasons that we'd like to talk to you about in feedback session, but mainly because we didn't feel like there was one specific delegate that led the rest of the pack, and especially in the qualities that we would like to look at in a best delegate. But that being said, I don't think that should take away from the validity of the two high commendations, because they both performed extremely well today. So coming in at high com number 2, we have the delegate of Vietnam, Chaitanya from Vidyander, and we have the delegate of USA for high commendation 1, Sai Darshan from Vidyander. Well done, delegates. You guys put forward some very, very good points today. Yeah, I mean, thank you, delegates, for coming and joining us. And I apologize sincerely for how the way committee ended, but I hope we can talk about it in the feedback session. And I hope you guys like my gifs for the substantive gifs. But we will be handing this over to our brothers in EcoSoc. So EcoSoc, take it away.
Hi, I'm the vice chairperson of EcoSoc. So how do you start to describe how committee went? It was, quite the experience. I think we started off quite slow, then it picked up over time. I think the debate got a lot better, and at the end, I think it was a really good committee. And I feel like, despite there being a lot of first timers, the quality of debate was very good, and the level of participation, it gradually improved as committee went. So yeah, that was a very exciting thing to see. So now we'll be moving on to the director. The director will speak now.
Okay, thank you so much, Arnav. So first of all, my name is Shivanarayan, but I just want to say that this is my first time being part of the EP, and it was super duper fun. Like, even though I had to do work every single second, I enjoyed it completely. And I would say that it's much better than being a delegate, but whatever. And at the same time, Kaushal and Arnav have been very supportive and interactive. And thank you so much, Pranav, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. So without further ado, let me give out the names for the verbal mentions. So the verbal mentions goes to, in no particular order, it goes to the delegate of Brazil and the delegate of France. Congrats, delegates, and over to Arnav.
I'm Arnav. I'm the vice chairperson, as I mentioned earlier. And the special mentions in no particular order are the delegate of China and the delegate of India. Now moving on to the chairperson.
Hi guys, I'm Kaushal. And first of all, I'd like to thank the APL management and RBP for having me over. It was a really good conference. It was amazing active participation of delegates. It's been a while since I've chaired, and it was really good. And then I'd like to thank Shiva and Arnav for doing an amazing job. Obviously, I can't tell how much help they've done to me in the past 2 days, because the marking scheme goes like this. This one delegate has got 13.682667. This one delegate has got 12.832667. See, honestly, in these years, I don't think even I've taken my marking scheme this seriously the way these two guys have taken the last 2 days and done. So huge thanks to both of you. So without further ado, I'll announce the high commendations and the best delegate. We have 2 high commendations. One will be the delegate of Saudi Arabia, and the other will be the delegate of the United States of America. The best delegate goes to the delegate of Russia. All of you did equally a great job, and I like to wish all of you an amazing future in MUNs. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kaushal Ram. Good evening, delegates and respected executive board members. I apologize, my camera's not on. Okay, it's not on. Good evening, delegates and respected executive board members. I hope these 2 days have been exhilarating for all of you. So I'm Krish Vora, I'm your head of organizing committee, and it is my pleasure to be giving the vote of thanks for this year's MUN. Now, I believe I speak for the entire OC when I say that organizing this MUN has been a truly memorable experience. We have had a lot of obstacles in the way, and we have had a lot of technical difficulties. But I am proud to say that this committee was able to surpass all of these issues and help put together a successful APLeMUN. And I cannot be more grateful for such an earnest and diligent organizing committee. I'd like to thank our I team, our delegate affairs, marketing, and design team for just all in all doing a great job and being the backbone of APLeMUN 2021. Moreover, a hearty thanks to our guest chairs, Rohan Subramani, Manas Shankar, Kaushal Ram, and Sarath, and the very talented executive board members for giving us such a smooth and enjoyable committee experience, which I am sure the delegates will not forget. Moving on, I would like to mention our Deputy Secretary General, Vaishnavi Nandakumar, who has been the heart of this MUN. Her resilience and fighting spirit to make this MUN the best for all of you delegates is highly commendable. You truly deserve recognition for all that you have done. Of course, the person who is the reason why we have APLeMUN 2021 in the first place, I have to show appreciation to our Secretary General, Pranav RV, for being an exceptional leader and giving us this experience. Our section here pulled together this EMUN in around 2 months and really motivated the team to shoot for the stars. I thank you, Deputy Secretary General and Secretary General, for being just great secretariats and giving me this amazing opportunity. I would also like to express my gratitude to Chandrika ma'am, who has helped us coordinate the EMUN, and Shirley ma'am for helping us with the certificates. Now, lastly, the soul of this EMUN and the actual reason why we are all here in the first place, I would like to thank all of you delegates for participating and creating lively committees with energetic debates with your enthusiasm. Honestly, I feel like I speak for the entire secretariat group when I say this. It's been great. It's been a great experience. I have learned a lot. And I thank all of you for that. I will now hand it over to Pranav, our Secretary General, to close the MUN.
Thank you, Krish. As everyone said here, it's been a really great experience. And I should first start by thanking of all the guest stars who came and all the EP members for the matter. I can see they've pulled off a very smooth committee. So first, thanks to them. And our OC team, they've been brilliant. And Krish Vora and Vaishnavi, the Deputy Secretary General and Head of Organizing Committee, they have been absolutely brilliant. The past few days, the amount of work that they have put for this one, exceptional. So really, they have to be appreciated. So delegates, congratulations to all of you who have attended this conference. Delegates, it is now when your real work starts. With this experience, you should become representatives of United Nations student ambassadors. Start with building better understanding of the organization. And I want to say they were, if I'm right, more than almost 70 first timers. I can see a start of something new in this, and it's no surprise to APL, but still it was a real great journey. The past 2 days have been amazing. So the last two people I want to thank is Chandrika ma'am. She was the backbone of this whole thing. She has been guiding us through this whole process and everything. And Shirley ma'am has also given great support. So without further ado, I, Pranav RV, Secretary General of APLeMUN 2021, declare this conference closed. Thank you, delegates.
I assume all of you are clapping right now. All right. Yeah.